Show 2022. I am here over at Cobalt Kinetics. You guys might remember them like a while back, a different type of AR, but they are completely new. Gabe's here to tell us all about it. Some really cool stuff I've been getting to play with, but Gabe, take it away.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Guys, welcome to Cobalt Kinetics 2.0. Like he had mentioned, it's a different brand than what originally came out in 2014. You guys may remember the unique designs, polished receivers, different colors, more of a race gun meets Lamborghini type thing. And it was good for its time. It had its market, it had its niche. Like anything else, you know, there's customers that are looking for different things. Here within a year and a half, new ownership came in. And, you know, they took a look at it. They're like, look, the market has changed. The needs have changed. I would rather produce and push a gun out into the market that I can believe in, I can depend on, is more practical. Yes, it feels tactical and home defense, you know, roles as well, but it is an all-around, you know, well-designed
working gun.
Exactly. And then some, because as we're going to go into, there's specific features found within our platform that, and I'm being generous here, 95% of the competitors in the industry do not have. They just do not.
Let's go over it. Let's check them out.
So the first one is the locking system within our upper receiver. We know that the heart and soul of like an AR platform is the upper receiver. The barrel carries a lot of weight, and not just you know, literally, but you know, metaphorically, it carries a lot of weight, because if the accuracy cannot be juiced out of that barrel, it's a worthless paperweight. Traditionally, you see a lot of issues with the barrel interface in the upper receiver. Either one, you're sourcing a cheap upper receiver where the tolerances are all over the place, you know, or just looking at the basic design that's from the 1960s. You know, you have an extension that's very short with a thread, you know, length that's very short as well, externally threaded. You end up with high spots on the upper receiver. That's why some custom shops lap that seating surface. What you have to have is a perfectly flat and true mating surface to
guys,
where the barrel
he's not kidding. When you guys are seeing this B-roll, it looks like a monolithic upper. We walked up and thought it was, and just kind of go over like how you guys are getting that. Like, it's crazy when you showed the raw metal setup. That's neat.
Yeah. So you know, after the technology and everything is brought into play, the barrel seated in, torqued down perfectly. The upper receiver and the handguard meet up perfectly. We have a 4.8 screw system that sucks that handguard in and back into the receiver. We don't stop there, right? We prep everything because we Cerakote everything in-house as well. We have 2 Cerakoters, a huge shop.
Yeah, that multicam one you're seeing right now, insane.
So the cool thing about that is we use a lot of the same, you know, tactics that most body shops would use on fenders. We have, you know, air-powered polishing tools. We really go into the nitty-gritty OCD details to give you a smooth running, like almost, you know, solid one-piece surface like you saw, and then Cerakote perfectly applied on the surface of that. And then we either do single color, or we have some pretty wild options that we create in-house, because we also design camos in-house and design our own.
Yeah, so you guys are definitely going high-end on the Cerakote, but that's not the only thing you're going high-end on. All the components, this thing is like feature-rich.
You can very easily see about $1,200 worth of accessories in each gun. They're all hand-picked, vetted, tested. Just because someone's a brand name doesn't mean that every time something leaves a facility it's at 100%. So that's another thing we do. We're kind of a pain in the ass for our OEMs, but hey, it's...
Get it right the first time, ain't got to change anything.
Right, and they're good. You know, they're like, oh, I'll swap it out. But if we're not watching that... You guys did your
safety selector in-house though, right?
We did. So we have a line of accessories.
That has the most, like, clicky, tactile feel. Like, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And 45 degrees.
Yes, sir. We have the safety. We're going to come out with a single-sided version of that. We have a set of muzzle devices that we just came out. The RCB2 and RCB3. We're coming out with an RCB that's backwards compatible to a dead air can.
Okay.
That's in a partnership with Mike Pappas over at Dead Air, good friend of ours. And, you know, the accessories are also very reasonably priced to where folks that do a lot of their own home building can afford, you know, some of that Cobalt Gucci.
What are the lengths that we're putting them out in?
So the 2 series that we have the Pro Model series and we have the SPR. The Pro Model series carries as short as 6.75, as long as 16 inch. That's more of a practical, tactical duty gun, everyday carbine.
That's what the patrol guys are going to be picking up.
Right. The SPR picks up where the Pro model leaves off. And talk about juicing out accuracy. That's where that locking system that I went into really starts showing its strength. The calibers that we have there are 223 Wild, 6.5 Grendel Type 2, and 6mm Art. Barrel lengths go from 16 all the way to 22 inches. And I can tell you, the 6mm
You guys are seeing some crazy stuff with that, right?
Is the heat. This one that's back here with the carbon fiber wrap proof barrel, it's a 22-inch barrel that we had custom made with Proof. They're good partners of ours. And Proof was the one that worked with Hornady on the contract.
Okay. Awesome.
So we're talking to the guys.
Yeah, sure. No middleman, straight to them.
None. We're able to, better shooters than me are going to be able to push this thing out to 2,000 yards out of an AR-15 platform.
Right? That's insane.
As it is, my personal demo that I use for LE demos and stuff like that, I have an 18-inch barrel version with the carbon fiber barrel. I have personally pushed that out to, I think it was 1470, 1480 yards, dead center impact.
Dude, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, and I suck. So it's almost like shooting precision on cruise control. It really is.
Okay. What are we looking at price point and release times?
So MSRP is $24.50. It's backed by a no questions asked lifetime warranty, not mutually exclusive to the original owner. You got to run the numbers here. Not only do we have a proprietary system that a lot of engineering has gone into, you also have those $1,200 worth of parts in there.
Yep.
And the lifetime warranty is worth its weight in gold because it becomes a legacy piece at that point.
Gotcha.
So
passing it down to generations.
Right.
Okay.
As we're filming this video, obviously we're already with Optics Planet. We're with Primary Arms. We're starting with Rainier. There's a lot of other big distributors that they're waiting to do the announcement, so I can't say them right now.
Sure.
And we're actively recruiting in our dealer network. Our dealers right now, they're seeing the love on our end because we're not touching our MSRP when everybody else is running for the hills. They're dropping their MSRPs down to the floor, and they're devaluing the product that's on that dealer's wall.
Sure.
Plus, we can actually deliver within 2 to 3 weeks when big names are 6 months out, if they can even get out there.
Gotcha.
We're relaxing the map a little bit on the back end to give them breathing room. We're very pro dealer.
Okay.
I've been in that position before. I worked in that role. So if you come to Cobalt, you're going to see the love. You're going to come for the product. You're going to stay for the customer service. So.
Dude, awesome, man. Gabe, I appreciate it, brother. Thank you for taking the time, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.